Did you know Puff well?
Not well, but we've taken meetings. He was going to sign my son, amongst other things. We sat down and talked a couple of times. I never had a bad experience with him. I'll tell you what, the Puffy parties that everybody talk about, his shits was popping. Now the after joints, I'm not familiar with after.
I did the regular public shit, which was dope.
I'm watching a couple clowns that I know personally saying that's why I never went to a Puffy party. Yes, you couldn't get in. You wasn't a part of the crowd, bro. And you used to beg me for my wristband when I left. You wanted to buy it for $100.
Wow.
Knock it off. Those after parties, I'm sure that exist, but you had to be a certain part of that team, I guess.
Right.
You know, I never even knew about them or never. I went to the party. For people to say that Puff didn't throw amazing parties, they lying.
Right
now, the after jump offs, I don't know nothing about that. That's not my thing. And there's a lot of people that voluntarily went to drink, drug, and do nasty things. A lot of people voluntarily, and they're gonna start saying they wasn't in their right mind, but they,
Because I figure you was in the, you knew everybody. You was there. You know everybody. You know all the motherfuckers, man. You was in the middle of that shit.
I never saw none of that stuff.
Like that, was that an understanding that stuff was going on?
You know what's crazy? You always heard stuff. But I'm a guy that, unfortunately, and this might sound crazy, every time somebody's super successful, they always say, he's gay, right? You know how he got the. So I started taking it as, why he gotta be gay? Because he got a bunch of money and he's doing well, So I was never in the circle to see that. I think people will automatically, and I don't, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Some people, they'll do anything to get where they need to go. I'll probably never be a part of that circle because that's not my thing. I don't know. I've never seen him do anything inappropriate in front of me. He's never been nothing but cool to me. Gave me some good advice at a time I was mad. On the song Cross Bronx Expressway with me, Pun, and Joe, that rhyme was for Puff. And I was out of control for that because I was really mad at him. Me and Tariq did Uptown Baby.
Right. Uptown, baby.
The Locks and Mason them had a joint off the same beat. Shout out to my brothers and shout out to my man Styles P. I'll be at your party Monday. But yeah, they had a joint off the same beat, and Puff was putting brakes on my record, telling Flex don't play this, and I took that personally. But in hindsight, if I was in his position and I could stop a record because I got that same record, I would do the same thing. So I was hating a little bit back then, but he's never. I've heard. A lot of people, I don't like him, he's this, he's that. I just never personally had an experience with him where I'm like, I hate this motherfucker.
Okay.
Just things I hear about my friends, like at the Locks or Mason, and when they went through, when publishing stuff and business.
They were, that's on video.
Yeah, so that stuff,
I didn't like. Jada wants to whoop his ass.
I didn't like that stuff. But I'm saying if you ask me personally, I've never experienced nothing like that.
Do you think that Puffy is poison?
What you mean?
Like when you see all the people that are not around anymore that were close to Puffy. You know what I mean? Because there's people that, and there's careers that have shut down.
I don't know. I think it.
Remember Loon?
But I think it could be part of it. Just it's the luck of it. Look, man. Sometimes you get in a position, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could always look at it this way. You got to look at some of the rappers on Bad Boy that say, yo, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be known. Nobody would know who I am, or I wouldn't be in possession I am now. Because a lot of executives on these labels fucked artists over. You can't just put the spotlight on Puff.
No, not at all.
So, and I'm sure Puff didn't get what he was supposed to get because of what he had to dish out to the people over him.
Well,
he made his money. Well, what I'm saying
wasn't he groomed by
people? What I'm saying is,
Clive Davis.
They all robbed, bro. They all robbed. Can't put the spotlight on one. They all take and.
Well, we know that, but Puffy stood out. Well, that video of him beating up on Cassie didn't help.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't help.
Nah, that's disgusting. I never defend that. I'm talking about music stuff and all of that, but that shows your character. If you could put your hands on a woman, that shows your character. I have no tolerance for abuse to women and children. I just have that shit is the worst thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was around them a long time ago. Cassie was signed Ryan Leslie and Corey and Cassie and us was part of the same team. We had the same, rest in peace, Ed Woods. We was all part of the same crew.
Right.
So I was around, Cassie back when she was younger with Ryan and all of that. So it was hard to watch. And I did jump out the window and was like, when she first filed for that lawsuit, like, oh, why take the money? Why don't just press charges? I was wrong. I was wrong. When I saw the video, I wanted to, kick myself in the ass for even saying anything because you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That took me down a notch with that took me down a whole lot with him. After that, I don't put nothing past shit. After they started, after I saw that, anything is possible. You know what I mean? But if we just talking about
music.
Yeah, man. Some
Business.
people, if you go over all the artists that might have suffered on a label, man, I just think it's a lot of spotlight on dude, but a lot of these artists we probably wouldn't see if it wasn't for him too.
Of course. I just, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I'm just saying,
He's not loved. I will tell you that.
Yeah,
amongst my peers in the industry, it was a lot of people that didn't like him, but I used to look at it as some of that was hate. You got hate on some of that. The man was super successful.
Yeah, but I think it's hate, but then I think it was him too.
It's probably 50.
Because I would hear mad shit about him, like,
It's also everybody though, right?
Huh?
It's everybody's says those dirt on him. It's like nobody.
There's nobody
It's
that's
like, yo, that's my man.
Right.
Nah, some people were really. Look, man, right before this happened, he was at the brunch throwing up the whole chairs with Jay-Z and everybody.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do before you whatever?
No, what I'm saying is that
no, you're like this. All right, man, let's keep it positive.
No, I'm saying he shouldn't have been there if he was so hated then. Some people loved him. Some people, he was in a certain crowd that some people, they not showing up for him now, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's showing up for him, right?
Nah.
Everyone bailed. So
because you don't want that smoke.
Right.
Even if you have nothing to hide, because most people think, oh, they're not coming out because they have something to hide. You just don't want the bad publicity.
Right.
Like you support, after the Cassie tape, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you support him even if you wanted to?
And he was mad
without taking a hit.
It wasn't like it was. That wasn't the first time he did that.
Oh, please, he hit. That's not. That's not the first beatdown.
And the way she responded, it was like she was used to covering up.
Man, well, that was hard to watch again.
Yeah, she
shout out to
that.
Cassie. Shout out to her family. Sorry about that, and sorry I jumped out the window so early and said some dumb shit. But that's hard to watch.
Damn. Shyne is coming out with his documentary. I think it might be this week or so. Shyne, who was in jail for 10 years for catching that case for Puffy, who's now one of the councilmen of Belize and running for president of Belize. Funkmaster Flex is going in on him, saying he's a fucking liar. He's 10 years in jail. I don't think this dude's lying. And he's like, and what do you think about that? Because you know these guys, I would assume, right?
Nah, I don't know Shyne.
You never knew Shyne? You know a lot of people,
I will say this.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story. I got a lot of friends that's involved in that, so I don't want to say all the wrong things, but opening fire on your gun inside a club, man, come on.
It was Puffy that did it?
Nah, man. He admitted he let go.
Shyne did it.
He admitted he did. He let go. He's saying it's some other stuff, but my thing is anytime you letting... Look, man, I don't have a dog in that fight, but I'll just say that if you want to say maybe he should have went to jail too, or he did something that compromised me, like bringing a witness on the stand that shouldn't have came to the stand. I would have been free if he didn't ask this witness to testify for him or whatever. I understand that. But you recklessly let your gun go in the club like that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you deserve to sit down for 10 years and everybody else gets to walk. I can understand that. But I don't know, man. I don't know if you could play victim like that. You probably victim of somebody else getting stay free and not doing what they supposed to do for you. I don't know. I understand where he could be bitter at, but if you letting your gun go in the club, bro.
Is he saying he let it go, or is he saying he let it go as a way to cover for Puffy?
He's saying that dudes was being aggressive. They was reaching. From my understanding, he let go because of he felt threatened by them, but he wasn't the only one. I'm not sure. This would sound, but I don't know, man.
But he's definitely saying he let go though.
Yeah, of course he did. My thing is this right here. I think they was just before Puff went to jail. They got together and they was smiling, and all of a sudden now it was all love. Like last time they met up, it was all forgiveness and love, and then now.
Well, he
Puff
said
is in the
I forgive
situation,
him,
and
but
now-
I'm never gonna forget. He ruined his life.
He
He
also
said
said he got a lot of
you
money
shot
for
your gun
Belize.
off in the club, man.
he got a lot of money for Belize.
Yeah,
because
he
he
said
did
that Puffy gave him a lot of money for Belize.
Did he?
Well,
I thought
that's
he
what
gave
he
him only 50 racks though. Like
No, I heard he he did things because remember
before he went to jail.
Remember Shyne said that he was able to do so much for Belize because of Puffy.
Okay, like before the gun situation.
Listen,
No, like,
I get
you
why
know, when he got
I
out.
get why he's bitter, but
Because
if everybody should have went down for it, I understand that stance. I shouldn't have been the only one.
because they said Jennifer Lopez she lied
guess, she
in
was
court or
shooting, too.
something, and they said she lied in court, and then he said that Puffy had people testify against me. He said he set him up.
Yeah, well,
That's what he was saying on.
I think what he's saying is that Puff has somebody testify for him that buried. Like if this person didn't take the stand, he would have been all right. You know what I mean? But this person, Puff, put somebody on the stand that buried him. I don't know the whole story, but if you shooting, bro,
It's in your face.
in the club, you shoot. Everybody,
That's it.
everybody should. I can understand again.
Yeah.
They buried me.
Yeah.
We could have all had, it could have been less time for him. Listen, man, if I did a stretch for 10, I'll be mad at niggas too. But if you're shooting inside the club, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got to get the facts on that. But yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. But you listen, man, he got a right to be bitter. You know what I mean? And mad. I'm sure that, he was doing it. It was team play.
Godfrey.